Yo yo yo, it's CryptoXJ here. I hope you're doing well. Today is a compilation of all of the times he's spoken about CryptoZoo in the recent podcast. Links down in the description if you want to watch the whole podcast. Now let's get into the video. I hope you guys enjoy.
He's working now on his newest venture, which is a cryptocurrency called Zoo. CryptoZoo.co is the name of this gaming platform, which he, together with a very famous YouTuber known as Logan Paul, maybe you've heard of him, maybe because of his fighting Floyd Mayweather that he recently fought. The kids all know him. He's got like tens and tens and tens, and I can't even guess the number of millions of YouTube followers. Anyway, super popular guy. And Eddie is the brains. Eddie Ibanez is the brains behind all of this with the creation of CryptoZoo. Kind of whether you're using MasterCard or whether you're using Amex, like whether you're using Ethereum or, Zoo or Solana or Bitcoin. I mean, how do these get differentiated?
Yeah, I think they get differentiated based on like kind of what they do and what they offer people, right? Because so like for Zoo, it's like the utility of the underlying token, right? For Zoo, what we do is in game, right? So we have a game where you can hatch and breed animals and trade them on a marketplace, right? And you need Zoo in order to do that, and that's our first pieces of in-game utility, right? So that way you can buy an egg.
Okay, all right. So back up for a second. Sorry, I just want to, because like if you're not familiar with the game, I think it's actually important to see. So I've seen it, and you guys like created these eggs. And all the eggs have like, animals inside them. And then you get the egg, which gives you an animal. And then you can take that animal, you can crossbreed it with another animal. And then you get some other, thing that comes out of it. And this new creation, which then again has some kind of worth within the Zoo community, correct?
Correct. And the worth is like how much Zoo does it get yielded? Because of Zoo, we've saved like $1 trillion in order to give back to these animals. So if you have and based on how rare it is, so if you have something that's common, you may get like 2 Zoo a day, versus if you have something that's rare, you may get up to 84,000 Zoo a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then the Zoo can be cashed in for actual dollars? Yes,
it can be. It can.
So there's utility here because you're playing a game, yes?
Correct.
It's like, my kids in Roblox and, they're psyched because all their currency within the game goes to the game. But in your case, you can actually cash it out, which is a little different. So how did you come up with this idea? How did you guys decide on this?
Well, I got to give a lot of credit to Logan, right? He is the kid is in the future, him and himself. And then he has affinity. Anyone that follows him knows that he has the great affinity for Pokemon and collectibles. And NFTs kind of started out as collectibles, right? You had these crypto punks where, there's no utility or yield except that they were just cool. The Bored Ape Yacht Club, right, which started out much similar the same way, which is like these are just cool pieces of art, and based on how rare they are, there's only one, a unique one, and then people just like them because they look cool and just like art, and it looks cooler, like more people want it, and it gets.
You said the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is like one of the most popular NFTs, right?
Yeah. Correct.
People should check that out, by the way. I encourage my listeners to go check that out because it's just fun.
Yeah, and like what they did was cool because like a lot of people in crypto were like bored. The word ape is used for when like someone apes into a project, meaning they invest a lot in. So they're like a lot of these guys were bored. They're apes. They all have yachts, and so they're in like a club. So that's kind of why they created the Bored Ape Yacht Club.
All right. So if I want to buy an egg, what's it going to cost me in CryptoZoo? Can I even buy an egg right now?
Yeah, you do. And I think now is a good time to buy eggs. I think let me go into our Discord real quick because, our community has done a great job at really like helping us manage this. And I thank all the Zoo holders out there. Right. I mean, I think an egg will cost you right now. I'm looking at like the floor is like $800.
Wow. So $800, I get an egg. But I don't know. It's like those, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember because the kids used to have these dolls that they were crazy about, or this like some toy line, and you would just buy it and it would be like an egg actually. And you'd have no idea what was inside.
It wasn't Hatchables?
Hatchables. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. I remember buying those for my daughters every Christmas. Yeah.
Yes, the Hatchables. And I'm like, okay, kids, they want these Hatchables in the worst way because, it was just the excitement of opening it and not knowing what was in there. And that's kind of, I guess, how I should think a little bit about the eggs in zoo, because I don't know, if I'm going to get the bear or the bear. I could get the bear shark now. Could I actually get the bear shark because that animal's been bred?
You'd have to buy a bear and a shark and mate them. Or in the future, we're going to have studying capabilities where if I own a bear and you wanted a bear shark and a shark, you could pay me to mate my animal, cut it out. Yeah.
Listen, Eddie, it's really neat. Like, this is just really, really neat stuff. And I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited about everything you're doing. Hey, Eddie, I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for joining the show. Hey, Eddie, before I let you go, where can we find you on Twitter? Or are you not in that social media space?
Yeah, I'm not on.
Better that way. All right. So everybody just needs to go to Discord and start talking about CryptoZoo, or go to CryptoZoo.co.
Perfect.
All right. We'll see you soon. Thank you, sir.